Oh, okay. We're live. It's live. I'm live. I'm gonna post this link in Discord. Hi. How's everyone doing? Oh, here we go. Nothing matters, but at least we have it, the internet. Hey, how's it going? I'll just call you nothing. Or I'll just call you intern. How the fuck is it going? Okay. I'm gonna wait for a couple more people to get here before I play Amnesia. Alright, Pickman. I have some stories. Pro Man, how's it going? So Amnesia to accompany your Stardew, yes. Both are good games. I do have Chicago stories because I stayed a couple nights at my cousin's house, and my two cousins live in Parker. You can tell the stories instead. How about that? Here's one cousin, Parker. Welcome him. He's a cool dude. I'm gonna make him. Now I'll leave it. I just cleaned out my water cup, so now I have the cleanest water. Just here to listen. Okay, so I'll tell the stories as I play Amnesia. Let's get the game window up. So yeah, I'm back. It's been a couple days. I want to play more Amnesia. I'm probably just gonna play this for like until I get tired. I will take a few breaks and oh, I forgot to look up a freaking walkthrough. That is loud. Hold on, is that loud for you guys? Yeah, it is. Okay, hold on. Okay. So we're playing as Toast. I remember we got through like a big segment where we had to run through the water with the spooky water dude who could only see you in the water. Flemmy, how's it going? It's better. Cool. Okay, I'm sorry that this is dark. Like it shows up really good on my monitor, on my main monitor, and then it's kind of crappy in my other monitor. So here's like the kind of hub area. We're gonna be going through a bunch of different doors here, and I don't remember where to go first. Oh right, I have to find the key to get into the elevator room. Kragnarok, how's it going? Welcome to Amnesia. Craig is the only person who knows what review I'm working on currently. I mean, not like this second, but he's not allowed to say, otherwise I will ban him in real life. I was at the baby fountain. Okay. Remember there's like a dude down here? Okay, let's see what that M was. The darkness in the storage feels strange and unnatural. Ow. Okay. Anything else? Here's like a blunt. Okay. There are no torches in here, are there? I read somewhere that the what do you call it? The monsters go away, they despawn after they kill you, and they just won't appear again. There's no torches. So if I do get killed by a monster, then I like don't care. So I got a drill part. I don't remember what I have to do. Do I just have to drill my way into the that room? Note. Alexander, I have not read this message and I'm not going to. I can't get behind that. Okay. Tinder box. There are no lights in here. 14, that's enough. Yeah, this darkness is like way darker than the rest of the game. You'll be staying long, you have work. Damn, dude. Was I in here? All these rooms look similar. Here's the drill. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Find all the parts. Okay. That shouldn't be hard. I have to drill into one of these things, don't I? How many parts are there? Okay, just that many. No one seems to be chatting. Everyone's enthralled by my intense gameplay. So let's talk about Chicago, right? So I was in Chicago for a couple days. I actually was in the suburbs for a couple days. And Chicago only one day. I took... Okay, hold on. Cutscene.
Please, let me go. I won't tell anyone, I swear. I just want to go home. No! Get away from me! Leave me alone!
Okay. Crying woman in this room. Can't open it. What else? What was the memento? Rebel in the cave, something, find a way to get through. I already did that. Or do I need to use the thing? Let's try this. Can I use item? Okay. That monster just despawned. I ran out throughout this whole place and I couldn't see him. And the oil runs down pretty quick. Okay, I was in Chicago. So we went to Chicago. My cousin he was like, "Hey, I am going to take the day off. So let us go to Chicago." Like, into the city. Oh, I have to, like, do this, right? What? Okay. So I just, it was a few things. I went to Chinatown, I got some food, I went to an Amazon Go store, which was freaking cool. One of those stores that you have your Amazon account, you use it to you use your account and you scan it into like the entrance, and there's only like one employee at the whole store, and then I'm like trying to focus on the game. Hold on. Let me like sit here and explain it so I don't lose sanity as I try to explain it and I don't lose oil. So you take your Amazon account, you get this app, the Amazon Go app, and you scan it and it lets you into like this turnstile. And then you just grab stuff off the shelf and you leave. And then it like charges you for it. It's freaking cool. Like you don't even have to do anything. It's sick. I'll show a photo of it. I have my 360 degree camera. So I'm gonna show that. Show a few 360 photos I took. And like in the store there were cameras like on the ceiling. There's just like hundreds of these cameras. So what do I... Wait, what? So what do I do with the drill? What is the point of the drill? I don't understand. No. I mean, I don't frickin' know. Someone look up a walkthrough for me. I might have to just do that. Just look up a walkthrough. Because I have no idea where I'm going. I think this is the part that I got stuck on when I played it on my own a long time ago. Let me try the drill on this thing. Oh! And then you put the hollow needle in. Or you put... What even is this? Explosive mixture. Oh! And then you have to use the other... thing. But then I've solved the puzzle and it's gonna frickin'... Okay, cool. Which means spawn a dude. There's gonna be a man up here. Ew. That wasn't there before. Okay, so you put... Hold on. I don't know how far away you have to get. I think this is far enough. Hilda. The new cartoon. What? Okay, when is this gonna go off? Do I have to set it off? What? Hello? How do I... Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. You just had to throw something at it. It is freaking dark as hell down here. Holy shit. And I am very low on oil, meaning... Oh god, I can't even see.
Why are you doing this? Get away from me!
So there's gonna be like a torture room up here, I believe. Can I get some oil already? It gave me so much early game and then I like used it all. Pigs, candle. Ah, oil. Awesome. Welcome to darkness of the game. Exactly. Oh, cool. Cool. Hi. This lad. The cool jump scare. I think he's gone. Let's be real careful. If I open the door again and he's still there, I'm gonna be pissed. Yeah, he's still there. God damn it. Okay. Now what the fuck do I do then? He's just gonna be there like an asshole. Watch me open it again and it's gonna kill me. Yeah, just kill me, dude, and like frickin' get it over with. Is he gonna break through like a fucking jackass? Okay, whatever, I'm leaving. When am I planning on releasing next review? Thursday. So I have to do something in that room, or is this guy, this freaking asshole man just gonna follow me around? Hi. Jump scares, cool. Touch the fire. Ah, really? You can do that? Note. If a full set of 3 rods is unavailable, there's 1 rod in the inner study rooms. Oh. Okay. Ah, shit. He broke out. Did he break out? I don't know. He didn't break out. Oh, there he is. Cool. Hey, dude. How's it going, dude? Oh, I'm losing sanity. Hold on. Gotta wait for him to, like... I don't fucking know where he went. Just stare at the light. Ah, Jesus. Let's just go around. Can he actually, like, run that fast? I don't think he can. Cool. Shit. Oh, that's easy. Easy game, not scary. Easy game. Easy game, holy shit. Okay. Oh, he's like right behind me. Jesus, that is loud and annoying. That's so loud. Oh, God. Please tell me that's gonna stop sometime soon. Jesus. Teresa Johnson, how's it going?
I won't, Herbert.
There is no shame in using a parasol in the desert. As it happens, it's imperative to your survival.
But it looks ridiculous.
The shade will hurt much less than dying, I assure you.
Ugh. This dead guy wasn't here before, I believe. I think this place gets like more cursed every time you finish a puzzle in the other room. Sanity ... What game is this? This is frickin' Amnesia, a classic, a PewDiePie classic. Okay, so where do I need to go next? The study, correct? Then this, I guess, the guest room has the key to the elevator room, I think. I heard A Machine for Pigs is pretty bad, so I'm not gonna play that. I just want to get this done. Like I said, I don't know if I explained this stream, but I'm going through like my entire Steam library and playing a bunch of games that I haven't beat yet. Hello? Why did it... Okay, that was weird. And this is a pretty lit up area, so I'm not worried about lantern. I know there's stuff like behind paintings in this section, I believe. Here's a torture chamber. Or no, this is like a taxidermy area. Look at the freaking dog. Let's break a thing. Cool. Ah!
Let's see what you have to offer. What a mess. I should have sharpened the saw, but I can sense it. It's definitely there.
Gross. Slain the dog. Something about something unimportant garbage. Okay, what did that note say? Hold on. Journal. Notes. Case of missing rods. Rod in one of the inner study rooms. Okay. Woo. Jump scaries. Okay, I gotta find puzzle, right? Puzzle to solve. Cause now it's like hard for me to control myself, and it's. I mean, it's okay for control wise, but blurry is very annoying. And dog. Note. Okay, I don't know. I bet the key is in here. Tinder box. No key. So. The frickin' dog. Oh, it's behind the painting. No, it's not. Oh, that's creepy as hell. No chat. No chat today. Dog head. Goodbye, dog head. So how do I... What? What do I do here? Follow the barking, I believe. I don't know. Break open table. Open this door that I haven't been in yet. Light novel series about a hero with a shield? I mean, Captain America? What's with the bugs? Oh, God. Oh, the orb bullshit. Can I leave? How do I get out of here? Find another way around the rubble in the study. There's gotta be like a secret passageway. This castle is full of secret passageways. Yeah. I've not heard of this light novel. If you told me the name... Oh. What? Oh, I have to, like, break it open and then, like, go outside. Oh, I remember now. So grab a chair, throw it out the window, and then... I knew at some point I had to do this. Oh, it's that stuff. Oh, I went too far. Damn it. Pegu. Why is there pigs in, like, a study? Why are there... Just, like, I don't know, just shave off a frickin' pork chop and eat it right there and then. I don't know. Nasty. Here's the rod. So now... Sir... Oh, chest. With a couple tinder boxes. Let's fill up my oil again. And there's gonna be no monsters on my way back. Absolutely none. Absolutely zero monsters on my way back. Told you. Tell me the name of this light novel series about a hero with a shield. Because if I heard a title, I might say I know about it. Choo choo. I went to Chinatown in Chicago, and I bought my dad for a Father's Day gift. I gave it to him today because I was like, oh, I can't wait for him to see this one. Okay, hold on, cutscene.
My journal is gone. What would they want with my journal?
Okay, so I went to Chinatown. I went to a few places. I found these really good buns with like meat inside them. They're very good. And that's beside the point, though. Oh shit. And in Chinatown, I had some food. I had some Chinese food, like authentic Chinese food. And I bought my dad a gift. It was a frickin' Chinese cleaver, and it was really cool. And he, like, as soon as I gave it to him, he frickin', like, he took it out and used it. Red. Welcome to Red. Okay, so the key is gonna be in this room. I gotta use the crowbar. Crowbar back up. Oh, crowbar broke.
Please, let it be here.
Key.
3rd of July, 1839. May 17th. I continue his account.
I don't know what that means. Oh, God. The Rise of the Shield Hero. Never heard of it. I can't frickin'... Oh, there he is. So we have to wait for this jackass to leave, and then we can go. Okay. Now, where's the key? There's a key somewhere. This game is, like, absurdly easy than, like, all the frickin', you know, all the YouTube personalities like to make it seem. Like, it's not, it's the whole, like, difficulty is from being scared. And if you're not a fucking pussy, then it's not scary. Frogia, how's it going? Where's the key? Hold on. I had to come in here for a key. That's what is in here, and I cannot find it for the life of me. Oh god. Yeah. Hello? Key? Do I not need a key? Oh, frickin' important key is hidden in the guest room. Yes, I understand. But where? Hidden where? Oil. I'm gonna heal myself. Is it behind the painting? Or am I just retarded? Please explain the Chicago stories. I explained some. I went to frickin' Chicago for a couple days. Just stayed with my cousins. Then we went in to like actual Chicago for
1839.
we went into the city for like one day, and I took 23,000 steps because we only rode like a taxi twice, and by a taxi I mean a boat taxi, like on the river, yeah. I went to Chinatown. I bought my dad a cleaver to make food with, because he's a very foodie type of guy who makes a lot of food. Where's the key? I cannot find it. Oh, it's behind this frickin' painting.
Oh, thank God, there it is. I guess it is a good place to hide it then.
There's two restaurants I recommend from my trip there. Is the two places were there's one in Chinatown called, hold on, fucking, I gotta sneeze again. Hold on, Jesus Christ. Criminy Pringles, man. So there's two places, one in Chinatown. If you ever are in Chicago and you go to Chinatown, go to fucking Seven Treasures. That place is really good. Holy shit, it's so good. Okay, I have to frickin'...
4th of July. Professor, I was
I don't remember what the code is for this. I have to put the rods in, right? Yeah, that's exit. So, Seven Treasures is just like an authentic Chinese restaurant, and it's really good. We got, some... All rods are in place. Like 2 spare rods left in storage for the elevator with something. Bullshit. I know this has to go on a gear thing somewhere. Even farther down. Oh god. Yeah, we got some in Chinatown, and frickin' I keep like playing the game and getting distracted. Hold on. At Seven Treasures, we got a frickin' place. We got some teriyaki pork with a fried egg, and it was really good. It was frickin' tasty. And there's this place near me called Red Apple Chinese, and it that like reminds me of that place, so I want to go there and get some like freaking teriyaki pork with the fried egg. Fucking tasty as hell. Holy shit. And then the other place I went later the day, it was a burger place called Small Cheval. It was like one of the best burgers I've ever had. It was really fucking delicious. I don't know, like, what was something down here that I have to do? Or is it just like world building? I kind of want to just look up like the code, like I have to do the levers. Oh, here it is.
17th of July. I have.
No, it's not. Okay. Jesus. I don't know what I gotta do. How'd you fuck up your eye? I don't know. I don't know what the code is. You don't know how you... Did you, like, sleep on it? Did you sleep on your eye wrong? What do I do? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up. Give me 1 second. Give me a second. I'm gonna look it up on my phone. No, what is this video? Jesus. I turned my brightness down instead of turning my volume down. What a dumbass. Stupid streamer can't even beat Amnesia. Yeah, go for it. Look it up, dude. I want to keep playing. I want to see if I can figure it out on my own. Just look up like Amnesia elevator code. Cause I don't know. I am lost. As fuck. And I'm gonna need to like bring in some gears somewhere. I saw the 2 gears laying around. 3 gears. They gotta go somewhere. Good. I think these go down like way down in the basement. Or some shit. Oh yeah, here they are. Yeah, okay. Cogwheel, you mean a gear. Coolio. I have to like... Oh, I have to frickin' put coal in it.
Someone's coming.
Someone's coming. We're gonna need some more coal. Cool. How much coal does this thing eat? Put a lantern. Okay. Let's put more in. What's the next step? Just the code. The elevator code. So now the thing's running. I gotta turn this on. Sure needs more work before it'll run. Yeah, I got that. Okay. Wait. I can't find anything about the code anywhere. I should be lighting more lanterns instead of using my lantern. Let's check out diaries. Oh, frickin' no. Oh, here we go. Up 8 and down 8. How do I do that then? Okay, so let's do... This is 4. Wait, let's do this instead. 6. No, yeah. That's not gonna work. Hold on. Four, 5, 6. I'm freaking messing this up, aren't I? So 2, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, okay, cool. That's the wrong way. The shadow will invade part of this room. Thank you for jump scare warning. Even though I haven't been jump scared properly this game so far. Okay, so. Good. Yeah, okay, that's the gross stuff that you said. Not quite jump scare, just creepy. Yeah. I don't... Ah, God. Jesus Christ. Can I, like, leave? And not, like, keep dying? Well. Elevator. Or lift, as the Brits call it. And another part of the game done. I wonder if there's like a speedrunning community to this game. What's the next one? I don't know. Just the fact that I got the elevator done is a good sign. Oh cool, I'm trapped forever. This is really loud. I don't know how loud it is for you, but I'm turning it down on my own end. Descendant is an achievement that I just got. So I got the elevator. Apparently there weren't achievements in this game before when I played it, because I think I got this far and I haven't seen this, or I haven't seen these achievements.
This way. What was that? Forgive me, I should have warned you. One of my responsibilities as a baron is that of a prison warden. This is where criminals are locked up.
Like a dungeon?
Very much so. Come, don't linger.
I want to turn the gamma up. Hold on. Graphics, gamma, frickin', here we go. Just for stream's sake. Oh, that makes it so much better. I hope you guys can see now, for once. This game was not meant to be played like this, but okay. It's a stream. You gotta... People need special treatment during streams or some shit. I don't remember what game is after this once I beat it. I think it's BioShock. Okay. Hello? Snakes? Dying? Good noises. I don't know where I'm going. You think I know where I'm going? There's a hammer. Can bash someone in. Bash someone's skull. Oh, Jesus. Is that a dude? Yeah, it's a dude, okay. I can't even open that. But there is a dude in there, and I can't look at him for very long because then I can't control my character if I do that. Let's stare at this for a second. I can chat and play a game at the same time. I mean, frickin' Craig did it. He played Skyrim and chat at the same time. Unless you're doing that right now and that's what you're trying to imply is that, like, you can do that. I can't read chat and play game at the same time, so... if you can pull it off, you have more skill than I do. I can't, like, talk and play a game at the same time. I always have to, like, do one or the other. Yeah. Cell area 1. Yeah, I think this is where I got stuck previously. Oh, there's a dude. Hold on. Gotta hide somewhere. This has no freaking... Yeah, okay. Sanity's okay, I guess. Oh, I'm gonna do more game reviews in the future, and I'm considering. I know what one game that I'm gonna be doing, but I'm considering like other games. Potential other games. Is there like some underneath? I know at like one point there's like something under the bed. Is it this one? No, it's like upstairs, because that's where the guy was blocking it off, so I have to get past that dude. Oil. Lock is very corroded and weak. Drill? No. What's with the screaming? Stop screaming all the time. Oh shit. So that's a story? Is that like all these dudes are like broken out prisoners? Hey, guy. Oh, he's gonna bust in. Shit. Earl. Can you leave, dude? Oh, God. Yeah, he broke in. Fucking jackass. Okay, get out of here. Just ruined a perfectly good door, dude. God Christ. Okay, he's fast. Kill me, dude. Do it. Asshole. Good advice. Not really. Oh, really? You spawn me here? Oh, right. Okay, he despawns when that happens. That's freaking dumb. Okay, whatever. So now my sanity's... No, it's back to normal. But now this, like, area is easy because the guy despawned. So, game is easy game. Rumbling bullshit. Oh, shut the fuck up. Oh, here's the one.
But Mother, I don't want to leave without you.
Hurry, child. You must go. Find Gabriel, the Outrider, and tell him to alert the King's men.
No, you come too.
Please, we don't have time to make the hole any wider. Someone is coming. Hurry. I'll cover the hole with the bed. Everything will be fine. I promise you.
Cool. Hole is too narrow to slip through. That means you take the hammer. This tool's not enough to widen the gap. Oh. I hope I didn't need that bucket. How about a rock? A big rock we'll get through, right? Or a barrel. Can I fit the barrel in the hole? I wonder. This is important. Damn it. Okay, whatever. What FPS are you playing, Frogia? Oh, I could go in there. Oh, I see. Shit.
Where is she? Where did she go?
No. I won't tell. I'll never tell you.
You're just making things worse. Look, this is no place for a young girl all by herself. She could be hurt or worse. There's no telling what horrors await down there.
Is there anything in here that was, like, important? Or is it just the oil? Okay, barrel. No. Smack. Floating barrel. Now it can go down. Every kill you get is a new weapon. That's just like frickin' arms race from Counter-Strike. It's literally what arms race is. Oh, I'm freaking yeah. Okay, I'm in a video game. Is the brightness good enough? Can people like see this? I need chat input. So everyone turns right, so I'm gonna go left. Like that's a thing, is everyone seems to turn right. No, that's a dead end. Whatever. I'm Shawshank Redemptioning my way through here. So I learned something. Get killed by the monsters because they're just gonna despawn if you do. Won't budge. Oh, this is the gate from the other side. Locked door? No.
2nd of August. They are.
Okay. Touch. Why do I keep doing it? Fucking... Okay, whatever. Stupid dumbass. I'm the dumbass. I need some of that shit that'll heal me. Okay. So what do I do? I know the acid, like, does something... Some bullshit. Hi. Kill me. Kill me! Okay. I just jumped out a window. Cool. You have to carry on. I want to run... Yeah, guy here. He's not gonna break through. Okay, whatever. Did I do this already? Or did it reset my thing? I have the stuff. Okay. I have all the stuff that I had before. Fantastic. Okay. Okay, we get it. There's knocking on the walls and shit. This one's making noise because there's a dead guy. I'm gonna grab... Is there a dick? I don't know. I don't want to tell because if I look for a dick, there's gonna be a dick, and then I'm gonna get demonetized. Even though I don't have monetization on my whole channel. There's probably a dick. I don't know. I'll just assume there's a dick and not look any further.
Hey! Anybody! Help! Christ. I don't believe this. Why? I mean, why? What did I do to deserve this? I mean, it can't be. Do I deserve this? It wasn't my fault. Why did he have to go in there? Don't go into burning houses. He should have known better.
I don't know.
3rd of August.
Blah, blah, blah. Don't care about the lore. I just want to get the game done. Monster. Kill me again, dude. Look at these eyes. Those are so nasty looking. So goofy looking monsters. Yeah, part of Amnesia is like you get to the point where you just expect these things, so they're like not scary anymore. So what do I do? I don't understand storage. So I haven't been to storage yet, I don't think. Is there more monsters? God damn it, dude. This guy was just here. Kill me. Wait. Barely conscious. Hit me again. I just want to get rid of all of the dudes. Or is he just going to keep respawning? Oh, I spawned in the... I'm the monster now, because I spawned in that room. Okay.
Soon we'll be ready. Let there be enough time.
Storage. So, tinder boxes are the number one before I set off any monster alarms.
He escaped? Where is he now?
Glass jar. Oh, I have to pick up the acid and do some shit. I don't remember. Oh, God, this guy. Oh, my lord. I'm fucking done. So I can, like, run to the kitchen and close the door on him. I might be fine. God damn it. Yeah, okay. What's the story for this game? I don't know, and I don't really care. You're just a dude wandering through a castle. You gotta kill some guy or something. If I turn around and don't look at him, he won't spot me, I believe. Yeah. Okay, dude's over. Got past him. I'm not scared. No, no way. Hold on, I'm gonna frickin' Jesus. Okay. Guy is gone. Use the jar and the acid. Now, what do I do with the acid? I don't know. Do I have to, like, corrode the lock and then... Oh, he's still there? Freaking jackass. Dumbass. Asshole. I want to throw a jar at him. Or, that doesn't move. How about this? It would do no good. I don't know, man. Something in here that needs acid? I don't know. How about in this one?
4th of August, 1830, as I said.
I don't know what to do. This was the storage room that I got the thing out of. Oh, I have to put it on this lock. No, what? What do I do? Someone look up like Amnesia acid jar. Cause I don't know what I'm doing. I do not understand. No mementos. So I got the acid. I don't frickin'... I don't know. I'll just keep walking. I don't know if I've been down this way yet. Do I have to go back? No, because there's the frickin' spot that I haven't looked through yet. I just want to play with this dead dude. Hey, dude. Can I throw a thing at him and make him expose his dick? Squish. It's such a non... Like, listen to that sound. Like, that's not the sound of metal hitting a dead body. Not that I would know what that sounds like, but I'm pretty sure it's not. It's used to weaken a padlock according to the fandom? You mean the wiki page? What do I frickin'... Okay, so which padlock is it? Oh, it's in very poor condition. Okay, it's this padlock. And then you smash it with the thingy. Okay, cool. Then you close this behind you. Because there's a... Hi. Is this a new area? I haven't seen this area. This is brand new to me.
So you use the drain sewers as a means of transport?
Yes, they were built to divert water from an underground spring and are quite spacious. It seemed only natural to incorporate it into the overall structure.
But we won't be using it.
Not today. The flow is seasonal, and when the spring runs dry, the damp tunnels produce a rather poisonous type of fungi. There is an antidote, of course, but we won't be bothering with it today. Come, this way instead. We're almost there.
So something poison mushrooms, no antidote. Something... I don't freaking know. Oil drainage, so... No mementos. I feel like I have to get up there somehow. Either that or I leave from there somehow. So then this seems to be the only way to go. Oh god, it's underwater. God damn it. So what do I do? Its gears need to be greased. What gears? So I'm stuck as fuck. Like a duck. Oh, there's some frickin' oil. And a jar. Fill up the jar. It's like the bottle in Legend of Zelda. Greasy. Oh, cool. Smack. 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 Done. Oh, there's like a ladder mechanic in this game. Yeah. Oh, cool. What was the memento that I got? Repair the machine powering the eastern bridge. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna pause here. I'm gonna get a snack or like some freaking, you know what? I might eat a Scotch egg. You know, Scotch eggs are. If you don't know what a Scotch egg is, it is a boiled egg, like a hard, possibly hard, mostly medium boiled egg, wrapped in sausage and then deep fried and breaded, like breaded and deep fried. It's really good. You should try one sometime. Scotch egg. I don't know where you can get them, but they're pretty good. Maybe you should just make one yourself. Okay, I'll be back. I'm back. And I do have a video to show everyone who's watching currently. This is a very nice video that I just came across. And it's not showing up. Cool. Hold on. Why is it not showing up? Hello? Oh, there it is. Okay. This is quack.mp4. Good. Good video. That's the whole video. It's 12 seconds of duck. Now I'm going to go back to Amnesia. And I will eat a Skittle out of this bag. Hold on. You want some Skittle ASMR? Hold on. I should become an ASMR streamer. Good shit. So from what I can tell, from what I looked up off the record, I am about halfway through this game. Like, Cistern is about halfway through.
You're conserving water from the spring.
Yes, it enables me to control the water in the drain sewers to some extent. Also, it can be used for all sorts of purposes.
Like for drinking.
Well, that too. But mostly to run different machines.
Like water.
I am Pi, welcome.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like Smarties more than Skittles too, but that's kind of a weird comparison. Like, they're not really similar. How's it going, dude that I've never seen before? I am Pi. Huh. Interesting. There's a lot to do in here, I think. Oh, they got them monsters in here. Okay. I don't know what this does. I don't know what that does. Hold on. Redirect sewer water. So now I have to find my way out, I think. Oh, there's a guy in here and he's dying because I filled it with water. Oh, I'm a cool person. Cool, I guess. Can I not have my screen warp like that? Is there a way to, like, turn that off? Let me see. No, there's no way. What? Am I, like, lost? Wait, are there any of those monster dudes in here? Or is that just one, like, out-of-place splash? Okay, I've watched the Steam. This is like every game ever with Steam. Like Fire. They did this in Ukulele, I believe. Oh yeah, there are water dudes in here. Cool. Good to know. Why does it get dark every time? I do like the idea of the invisible monsters in the water. Is a fucking awesome idea. And oh, I jumped off that and that just hurt me. Okay, I thought I got hurt by some monster in the water. So what's where have I not been yet? Oh. Am I stuck? Okay, no, I'm not. There's like more handles, right? No, I can't. What is this? I have to do the drawbridge. How do I get the drawbridge to go down? I have no idea. I'm hoping I can just... No, I can't. I'm not a good climber. Mr. Daniel, I think is the main character's name, is it's not a good climbing man. Give us an intellectual fact. Why is that the thing that you want all the time? Well, as an intellectual. I can't say that anymore. You're weird, but you're watching my stream, so that's beside the point. We're all weirdos. We're all brothers and sisters in binds now. Fish. Give. No. Okay, that just shuts off the steam. Okay. Oil. So what the fuck? What the fuck do I do? That's done. How do I make the drawbridge go down? How do I do that? So we have the cable goes up there, or the chain goes up there, and then something happens and then it's gone? Hello? I haven't been on that side yet. Just Tinderbox. Is that it? Is that all? How do I drop the bridge? How do I eat the fish? I'm probably pretty hungry. Oh yeah, I had that Scotch egg and it was freaking good. It was a good Scotch egg. I don't know. What happens if I turn up the gamma all the way? Hold on. Graphics, gamma. Oh, that's freaking actually kind of disgusting to look at, but like on stream it might be a lot better. But that, yeah, I don't like that. I feel like 1.4 is good. Wait. A bridge must be lowered to proceed. Yes, I understand that. How do I cut the rusty chain down? Is there a lever on this, like, machine box? I keep doing that, and it's hurting me. I'm missing something. Hold on. Let's frickin'... I had a walkthrough pulled up somewhere. Let's frickin' find this out. Okay. Give me 1 second. You just have to throw something at the chain? Are you serious? That's it? I would have never thought to do that. So I just need to find something to throw at the goddamn frickin' thing. So here's a rock. There's more rocks there, just in case. Huh! That's it? That's all you had to do? Are you joking me? Okay. And I couldn't have climbed up all that rubble. Pipe worker.
August 1839.
Don't care. So that screaming... Water monster? No? No water monster, apparently. The voice went silent. Okay, now what? I'm just gonna keep looking at the, Bye, Frogia. Okay, so I think that means I drain the sewers. As far as I can tell. There's no hazards in that level. Weird. I need another Skittle, hold on. Tasty. I was thinking of just jumping off, but I was like, yeah, nah. Ah, it's empty now. Oh, right. Frickin'... I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die! Find a vaccine. I don't believe in those. No, I'm joking. Don't worry, guys. I'm not serious. I never went in here? I thought I did.
Herbert, how did we find this place?
An old friend back in Algiers gave me a map.
Why isn't he with us? Didn't he want to come?
He wanted to, Daniel, but things don't always turn out the way we planned.
I guess this pipe has to go somewhere. Just fell off of something. Okay. Wait. Okay, this has to be something, right? Oh, I get it. You have to match these in the other room. So this one has to be like that. Okay. I don't know. That back has to be highest. No. Ah, the clicking sound. Nice. Now how about the pipes? Yeah, this... Oh, shit. Let's see what happens. Cheat. Yeah, physics. That's how doors work. I think you're not supposed to do that, but I did it anyway. Oh, wait. You can just open it from either side. Okay, I don't care. That just makes sure I don't have to do it at all. That's smart. I'm a smart boy. Smart boy. One crank. Oh, shit. Let's find out what's in the other room before I start messing with puzzles. Oh, I have to make it go all the way up. Okay. Down, up, up, down. Sure. And there's a lot of pipes that I need to gather, I'm guessing. I have to make this piston go all the way down. Cool.
Daniel, is that you? What are you doing?
And now I believe I need the pipes. Yeah, I do. Okay. All the pipes from all the room. Oh, tinderbox. So there's a pipe going across there. That's in the middle. Oh, psh. There's a sense of frustration that I get from this game, which is not like a scared, I'm scared, so I'm terrified and frustrated. It's a sense of frustration like any RPG gives me. It's like, what do I do? What's next? What do I do? But, I mean, I don't know. This game is kind of cool because it's all based around puzzles. And I do like puzzles. And I lost the frickin' pipes. All of them. I don't know where the pipes went. Okay. There's one. Okay, I don't think I looked in this room at all. Good pipe. I don't know. Oh, I get it. Okay. I get it, but I don't understand where the pipes are. Because I lost them. Because I'm a dumbass. Did I ever put... Hold on. I don't think it matters. I was gonna put the, yeah, I think I am gonna do it. Just give me a second. In the description, I have to put Amnesia. Just, so it's easier for me to look for it later. Maybe the YouTube algorithm likes it better. I don't know. Is there, like, stuff behind this? So I need 2 more things. So they should be in the rooms previous. And that helps a lot that I blocked out that door. Like... Here's one. Is that all? Is that all I had to do? Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Now what? Oh, the elevator on the other side is working. Okay. I understand. I get it, because one side was all hooked up and then the other side wasn't all hooked up. Okay, that makes sense. Skittles. What? Hammer. I got a wooden crank. Oh, I have to use it in... Okay. I had to look in my inventory to find out what to do. Where are the moving parts? I don't know. Can't stop eating goddamn Skittles, man. I'm dying. I'm in here skittling it up. Do you ever like throw something up there? No, there's no way, right? Hold on, let's find out. Okay, just literally just pull it down. What? Oh, I get it. What? Oh, no, I missed it. Oh, okay. I don't know why this needs to be a thing, though. So then you run to it. I'm turning into like frickin' what's his name from Game Grumps, who just eats Skittles all day during gaming things. It's just like crunch. Morgue. Morgues. Do you guys think I can beat this game tonight? Or will I not have the patience?
Do you see, Daniel? It has yielded. What? The shadow. It has? For now. Come, let's get this out of here so we can get some peace.
Yes, let's. Where to?
Just down the corridor, to the morgue.
Are there more dead men there?
You did well, Daniel. Come, let's get going.
So this shit. Copper tube. Hello? More fucking cutscenes?
What happened? Why are all these dead? Where am I? What happened?
Oh, I didn't even like say anything about the skeletons. I've just kind of accepted the fact that skeletons are a thing. Oh my god!
3 days. This is ridiculous. I can send someone to this room. Hey! Anybody? Am I all alone here? Help! Help! I'm so tired. If I sleep, will I wake from this nightmare? If not, I pray my Heavenly Father will take me in my sleep.
Oh, that's a cock. Oh, that's a cock. Let's not look at that.
I hear you breathing, Daniel. Do you hear me? Have you changed your...
Oh, that's a lot of cocks. Oh, it's that thing again. One of them things that does that. I don't want to look at that the cocks and get my YouTube channel destroyed. There's so many dead guys. Holy God. Oh, it's a morgue. Oh, that's why. What do I have to do? Hold on. I had a corpse in a morgue. Wait. Do you have to freaking
Find a way.
use it on the corpse? I don't know, man. I need a tool that can penetrate the skull. So there's no exposed dicks in this pile, I think. It's just ass. If I throw this far enough, does it break? No, it just makes splish sounds. Wait. Drill. Okay. Hand drill broke. Fantastic. Now tube. Oh god. Now what? Oh. Oh, cool. I have to frickin' get AIDS. God damn. Welcome, welcome, Don. How's it going? So can I get my stuff back? No, I can't. I don't know what this wooden crank is for. Oh, cool. Fucking Jesus. So I'm just gonna bait him in and then I'm gonna run away. Unless, or is this a better idea? Just like wait for him to go. Oh no, he's coming. Is this a new dude? This doesn't sound like the same kind of guy. I don't know. Yeah, I could probably beat this game tonight if I just kept streaming. Because my roommate is gone. He's gone to North Dakota, and then he is going to Chicago. Not where I was, but he's going to Chicago somewhere. I'm not gonna say because he probably doesn't want me to tell. Okay, this is really hard to frickin' control my camera now. So he's gonna be gone for like a whole week, and I'm gonna be streaming most of that. Oh, God. My vision is dying. Roommate is gone. Boom, 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 boom. So I literally vaccinated myself to the shrooms by injecting the blood of a fellow human into my blood. Also, this is... I can't open inventory on a ladder? That's lame. So my brain is going nuts. Okay, now when I go into here, I won't like die of mushroom toxins. Vaccines don't really work for mushrooms. Okay. Sewers. Welcome to the sewers, where I have to go do something, then go back up to those big doors. Because this game has gotten kind of formulaic, to be perfectly honest. Guy? Oh, can I just get killed by him and then he disappears? Or is this like a new dude? I've never seen this dude before. Hold on. Oh, sick. This is the next Smash Bros. Session. I don't know, man. Maybe when Banjo comes out. Nah, that's gonna be too long. Okay, so that was kind of lame. Just walk up to the dude and he disappears. Oh, shit. Oh, water man. So I use the pipe and jam it in. Oh, whatever. So that was another fake monster, was that thing. The Splish Splash Man. Did I buy a game at Walmart? Nah, I just took a look. Yes, frickin' Walmart has games that are normally $60, but they're $50 at Walmart. Which is frickin' sick. Oh, oh, I see. That's gear shift. That is a manual transmission, I believe. Another fake man? Oh, it's a real dude. Okay, whatever. Banjo-Kazooie Echo is gonna be Rocky and Bullwinkle. Oh, I love it. I like that idea. Hey, dude. Fake dude. Oh, he's real. Oh, shit. Really? Close. Or close. I don't know. Drink the mushroom. So this is... Okay. Hide in the mushroom. And then don't look at him. But dead sells for $20 at Walmart. Did he break through? Or is he just gonna be a jackass? Yeah, I did break through, and then he wasn't a jackass. He just broke the door. Hello? In games with leaning mechanics, I've never used a leaning mechanic. Oh, shit. God damn it. Fucking one-hit kill bullshit. Come on. Okay. Whatever. Sure. Yeah, leaning in games is retarded. Like, I've never used it. Like, they have it in Call of Duty. I've never done that. They have it in, like, Dishonored, a game. I guess I use it in Dishonored like every once in a while if I'm playing it like a perfect stealth run. Which I do want to do on stream someday, is do like a ghost run of Dishonored, never get detected, never kill anyone. Now that's a tough run. So I guess getting killed a second time just despawned him? Or some shit. Yeah, he's just gone. So then... Jam it. Yeah! Fuck yeah. It is impossible. But it's not, it is possible, because one of the targets appears to be weaker than the rest. Man, you are projecting your social anxiety onto Walmart. That's a lot of dead things. Oh, is this one of them dudes? One of the guys with the mouth? Good. Oh. Why don't they just call it a health potion like every other game ever? I need like a rock or rat. Dead rat. Oh shit. Come on. He broke through, the jackass. I keep saying jackass. I watched this Canadian sitcom called Corner Gas. Oh god damn. And the old dude in that show kept saying jackass. That was his catchphrase, is just the word jackass. Hey look, I'm using the that mechanic that everyone hates. Corner Gas is pretty good show. I kind of wanted to do a review on it, but at the same time, like, yeah, it's not a cartoon. I mean, there is a Corner Gas cartoon that I haven't seen yet, so I might do a short review of the original Corner Gas and maybe the movie, and then talk about the cartoon. Dude, I'm gonna frickin' walk into like a porno shop and like no one's gonna judge me. Like, yeah, I'll judge you for working at a porno shop. How about that? And I'll judge the Walmart employee for working at Walmart. It's a Flash cartoon. Yeah, it is. And it's on Netflix. It's Flash cartoon on Netflix. So yeah, it's total quality. Jesus. Woo. It's just a cow. Moo. Fucking moo, man. Oh, cool. Please don't come this way. Please leave. Can you leave, dude? Rock. Okay. I think that should have worked. Oh, it did. That's fucking dope. This is just the water thing over again. Okay. Okay, it wasn't a huge sequence. Came to the server and left and told... What the fuck? That dude is a dumbass. If he's going around doing stuff like that. Way to project. What a frickin' projecting asshole. Or some shit. I don't know. I'm the crybaby? I'm playing Amnesia and the jump scares aren't doing nothing to me. I'm not a crybaby. Cool. Why tell him to come and say it to my face on the stream. You know? If you're gonna swing at me, swing at me. I got files on top of fucking files. Or something. Let's get some YouTube drama up in here. That'll grow my channel.
9th of August, 1830. What else could I do?
Let me see this for my own eyes. Damn. That's fucking dumb. Okay. If someone doesn't like you, I found, especially when you're a person like me who has like a following, like a moderate following, there are going to be people who just hate your guts for no reason. And I've kind of learned to accept that. Like, at this point, I don't care. I mean, it does feel bad. Like, I do have it, it feels bad to have an enemy. But, like, I don't have time for enemies, so I don't care if someone doesn't like me. Whatever. That's their... They can do what they want.
Agrippa, I need you to stay awake. Can you feel the syringe?
No, I can't feel anything. Alexander,
Yes.
Yeah.
soon I won't even be able to move, will I?
Your life is safe.
I don't doubt that. But will it be worth living?
Laboratory. Yum. Why is it... We're in England. Why is it like that? Why is it like weird words that are not English? Oh, he wants to see some frickin' dead dude come to life? Yeah. Kill him.
Thank you. You have my gratitude.
What?
My name is Agrippa. Who might you be? Daniel? Like the prophet thrown into the lion's den? Tell me, are you among the lions, Daniel? You want to stop Alexander? Oh my, so Babylon shall fall.
Hold on. Yeah, okay.
You worry too much.
I don't know. It might be a joke, but at the same time, I did end up banning him because he started like calling me a dick and stuff, just for like having a different opinion, and was like being pissy. Okay.
But Alexander broke his,
So he might hate me. I don't know.
a long time ago.
I didn't ban. I kicked.
By all means, seek out the pieces of the broken wall and mend away. I believe he uses them for torture now. They practically leak matter, which is quite useful, I understand. There should be 6 of them. Look around the choir and the transept. You should be able to find them there.
I wasn't listening. So what does the memento say? Orb needed to enter something shattered pieces. Yeah. Okay. Ugh.
I hate to bother you further, but if you're really going after Alexander, would you consider taking me with you? I know it sounds ridiculous. I mean, look at me. But if you find anything concerning a man named Johann Reich, would you please bring it to me? I believe he was working on a way to help me. A recipe for some sort of potion, a tonic to free me from this husk of mine.
Weird. And so I've never thought I'd see like any real like NPCs in this game. That's new to me. I've never watched a full playthrough of this game, so I don't know. I don't know. Tell me. Oh. Tinderbox. I'm a PP for not liking OKKO. I don't like that show, man. I mean, I've seen worse shows. We Bear Bears. Hello. Is that like bad smoke? Or is it just some dude vaping? Some invisible dude vaping. It doesn't taste good. What fucking flavor is that? It's awful. It's my favorite part of Half-Life. Don't know. Couldn't tell you. Picked up some meat. Whoosh. Okay. Crunch. I'm like looking, I'm like scouring these things and I haven't... What was the meat? What do I do with this? It's just a meat.
How are things coming? Who, me? I'm Heinrich Cornelius Acron. I was once quite important to you. Baron Alexander has sustained my soul in this dead husk for years. Who knows how many? Hundreds, I presume.
Huh.
Alexander is quite impressive in many ways, but he has grown impatient.
We bore boars. Yeah, that show's boring, and that's, like, all I can tell you. Boring show. How's Chicago? Dude, it was freaking cool. I only saw, like, 4 homeless people, and I only heard 1 street musician. Playing drums, boring. And my cousin Parker plays the drums. And I was like, ugh, what? Like, he's playing drums, that's boring. And I said it right to his face. Oh, what the shit is this? This is fucking cool, holy god. Look at that dude.
Just a little further.
It's like Orpheus descending into the underworld.
Are you hiding something?
What do you mean?
Never mind. Your intuition is remarkable.
I'm not sure I'm following.
It doesn't matter. It's just a myth after all.
The people in Chicago are actually ridiculously nice compared to like what I expected. So can I like fall off this? No, I can't even jump that high. Gears? Don't care. Oh. And Chicago, the city was like, last time I was there, it was kind of filthy, but like when I came back, it was like actually kind of clean. Like they did a good job of like cleaning up the whole place, and it was it's a nice city. As much as like as high as the crime rate there is, I didn't get robbed. Yeah. And another thing, when I went with my cousins, they all had like bags with them. They all like took backpacks of like frickin' shit. Just like, oh, I'm gonna need this probably. It's like this is all the stuff we might need. I'm like, dude, God, Parker. I don't like drums. Maybe it's just because I don't know how to play them, but drums don't really do much on their own. They need something to go with them. Wait, I should have read that. Hold on. I was lost. Something, something. I don't freaking know. Whatever. I'm gonna walk all the way down here. There's gonna be a monster at the end of that hallway, isn't it? Yeah, I'm gonna come back and there's gonna be a monster at the door. Or some garbage. Oh, look at this dude. Look at my sword. Oh, I can jump out of here. Wait. Is there something down there? Or is, no, that's just weird sprites. Okay. If you like do it at a right angle. Okay, so what do I have to gotta do? Okay. Could fit the orb. Heavy door. Seeks a note written by a man named Johann Weyer. Let's see if I picked up that note. Hold on. No, I don't have that note. I'll keep looking for the poor guy.
Is this ill-timed witnessing, Daniel? If so, blame yourself. You started this. You sent me that letter asking for help, and this is how you repay me? How dare you?
Also, Parker doesn't like burgers, so his opinion about drums are invalid. If he can't like burgers, then his opinions don't matter to me at all. So get wrecked, maybe? Get absolutely destroyed. What is that? What is in there? I want to get in, but I can't. I don't know what the wooden crank does. What do I need it for? I'm just giving you shit, Parker. Don't worry about it. I give everyone shit. It's called prejudice equality. I've inherited my dad's give everyone shit policy.
Under treatment. The people you send for will end up here. Remember that the confinement itself works as a preamble to the torture, and you should pace yourself. Don't take anyone before they are ready.
Understood.
Sounds from the torture chambers are shuttled in through those pipes in the ceiling. Manage your victims well, and let one prisoner's pain instill terror in his cellmate.
That's fucked up. Oh, that is kind of fucked up. The pipe. So I gotta look in the pipes then.
I know this. I've been here already. I know this taste. The taste of Damascus rose obfuscating the truth in a DNA. They may sweep the traces from my memory, but my body remembers. Its cuts speak volumes, even though my mind remains silent. They will be back. They will be back.
I don't know what to do. Mess with your little cousins in Minecraft? Nah, it's good. It builds character. That's not dickish. Okay, whatever. So tell me, Mr. Dude.
Ah, you again. Why me? I'm the next best thing. Alexander really wanted none other than Johann Reyer. You never heard of Johann Reyer? My God, boy. He's probably the greatest man in history. And you don't know him? Or is it the world who has forgotten him?
So this guy's dead. But he has like his soul trapped in this thing. And he can see out of his old body.
I do take pride in that fact. Is it
Oh, I gotta find where these pipes go. Okay. Wait, shattered pieces lie scattered in the torture rooms. But I haven't seen any of those pieces. They're not here. These are the torture rooms, yes? No? Hold on. What do they look like? Jesus. I cannot find it. Okay, let's just keep looking then. I don't know. I don't know what else to do. Is that a loaf of bread? Is this just an... Yeah, it's just an apple. I wanted to close the door, but I decided I lit the goddamn torch. There's gotta be... I saw, like, a picture, and it's gotta be on the floor somewhere, from what I can tell. It's not in the chambers, I believe.
Was there something else? I found the Mithraeus box, one which had not been planted. Do you know Mithraeus? I suppose it doesn't matter. It is of all
Shut up, dude!
temples out of caverns.
Where the hell is the Orby? Yeah. What's with the meat? What do I do with the meat, too? Oh, let's look up again. Hold on. There's like a map.
Not many orbs are left. They sometimes consume themselves or break, then used by an uninitiated.
I don't know. I don't know. So from what I can tell, there's one piece hidden in each of these rooms from like the walkthrough I looked at, but I can't be sure. I'd assume they'd be pretty obvious, you know? Hold on, let's try that thing that I did and see if I can like break it, sequence break and then get stuck. Yeah, okay. I believe I can get stuck if I go back here. So can I like save? No. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I can't find them. There's gotta be one in here. There's gotta be. What the fuck? Bucket of tar. What do I do with that? Do I tar the door? I don't know. Okay, let's look at a thorough walkthrough. I'm reading real quick. Okay, this guy says, in the room where Agrippa is, there should be 2 doors, and they did something about their thing. Say something along the line, they're too heavy to open. If you go to the right, there'd be a table with a hatch over top of it. Oh, okay, I knew there was a noise coming from there. I should have known. So I gotta backtrack all the way back to that dude. All the way back. To the nave. So then I go on top of the table.
Via was a brave man and dared to proceed where I did not. He unearthed a number of cavern temples and gathered a whole collection of orbs. But unlike every other finder since the fall of his brave faith, he was able to unshackle the horror you and I connected with the orbs. He used them and was able to travel far and wide beyond the world itself.
I don't care what that dude's talking about.
Meaning powerful. Not the way I hoped for.
He keeps talking and yammering on, and I don't want to listen to him every time I walk by.
You again. My good Johann Weyer.
So hold on. What? Hold on. So cogwheels are turning.
just too afraid to come out. Seriously. And now, all I can do is regret it.
Oh, frickin' no.
Maybe she knows.
I don't know.
Was there something else?
Shut the heck up, dude. Okay, I'm gonna look up this. Back to the hub with the 4 doors? What? What? Do I have to go all the way back up this way, or do I have to go back to that, Okay, I don't know. Don't know. Don't care. Let's go all the way back up here and see if this is where I need to be. Which is probably the bad idea. Okay, you know what I didn't get from... I'm going to talk about E3 for a bit, because I recorded a podcast with Mr. Carl, who's in the chat. And we're not uploading that podcast because it's so... his audio is pretty bad. So I will talk on my own about E3. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I got so first things first. Banjo is in Smash Brothers. He's coming out in the fall. And we're also gonna get the dude from Dragon Quest, which is a game I've never played and a character that I never expected or wanted. Because he's another goddamn sword fighter. Then there's gonna be goddamn dudes in here. Yeah, I can already hear them. Oh, this is a cool room. It's a sword fighter with spells, so he's just Robin 2. 2.0.
This one, prepare him.
Shit character. I already know he's gonna be kind of... No one expected him or wants him, it seems.
The cradle is ready.
Good.
You're a man. How can you partake in this?
Is he all right?
He is one of the wicked. Don't pay his lies any attention.
I'm not a bad man. It was an accident.
He set a man on fire.
Found one.
Wasn't my fault. Why won't anyone listen?
That's horrible.
Of course. We are dealing with monsters here.
Okay, there's one. Ugh.
Please, do anything. Whatever you want.
Some guy from Monster Hunter. Yeah, I could see that. I'm gonna be pissed off when they get Steve from Minecraft. What a fucking dumb idea. Dumb character idea. Good. What? The rapist. I don't care. Oh Oh no! Oh no, that's not good. That's not good. Not all. No. That's not a good. Ew. Okay, good torture, I guess, but bad thing to do to a person. Did I miss an orb? Is there an orb in there? I didn't really look very thoroughly. I just assumed there wasn't. Yeah, there was. Okay. So I have the 2 pieces. Wait, constantly changing. So if I tab out and then I walk... No, they're the same color. Frickin' lying game. I guess I have to go up there too. There are dead dudes in there. Pentagrams. Once I get this orb, it's gonna frickin' jump out at me, right? I don't know what this is doing. Oh, this is when you get drawn. Also, those are tits in a picture. Surprised this stream is in a... Oh, so this closet's here, so I have to hide in it, right? Or I can just go. I bet they freaking japed everyone at E3 though, because everyone's like, they're gonna release one Smash character at E3. Cool, it's gonna be Banjo, and then they freaking say Monster Hunter guy that no one wanted, and then yeah. And then everyone's like, God damn it, they didn't put Banjo in, and then they put Banjo in. What frickin' legends? Cool. String. Don't care. Nintendo has been... Yeah, they've been weebish, kind of. A little bit. I mean, not too much. But, they've been super fan servicey. Nintendo's a Japanese company, so they're not weeaboo, because you can't be a weeaboo if you're Japanese, I think. I don't know how that works. I'm gonna get the orbs together, and then I'm gonna, like, take a break before I actually go forward. I'm gonna go to the gas station and get some Dr. Pepper. Did I go in this place yet? Huh. I don't want to jump down there. There's gonna be a body on it. Nope. Catch the monster. Nothing.
How are things coming? You seem to have found all the orb pieces used in the transfer. Go to the choir and find the rest.
Okay. Thanks, dude. Be helpful. Thanks. What a helpful guy. What a helpful, annoying man. Is this that thing? Mixture made with 3 ingredients. It would be fun. Amnesia custom stories. Remember when those were a thing? I wonder if people still make them. Note.
15th of August, 1839. The blood wards are failing. The shadow beckons, and its cry disarms my actions.
Oh, there's a dude here now.
No time to spare. You have to kill another. Alexander produces a knife. He wants me to cut the flesh.
Oh, this is a flashback. Okay.
Save yourself. He is a murderer, Daniel. He is evil. A cold-blooded killer. Hurry. Alexander, you must let me be. I have to concentrate. Take the man, cut the lines, cut the flesh, watch the blood spill, let it come.
Ooh.
Please,
Blech.
do anything. Take the man, cut the lines. Take the man, cut the lines. Please.
Ugh.
Now you see.
Gross.
I did well. One life for another. You hear me, guardian of the orb? I did all this for you. Now, once more, withdraw your shadow from my domain.
Okay.
Alexander, there isn't much time. I can feel it. We must act swiftly. I will do whatever it takes.
Okay. Flower petals.
Get her back.
Yeah, you know, didn't think I was gonna see that there. How would Rhythm Heaven work in Smash? Would it be like the WarioWare stage where it's like mini games on the stage? Oh, it's so dark in here.
What are my intentions, Daniel? Salvation. It used to be yours, but now you only seek misplaced revenge. How do you justify
Oh, cool.
your violence? Is it for the greater good? Are you doing the world a service? It is you who caused all this pain and death. If you had accepted your fate and submitted to the orb when you first discovered it, none of this would have happened. It is curiosity in league with your selfishness that is killing us both.
Cow. Moo 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 moo. Grill? Grill cow. Okay then. Now, where's the orb? This is literally a grill cow. Yeah. There's nothing. Oh, I gotta put the meat in. Oh, I get it. Oh, that's fucking dumb. Now I put the meat in. No, what? Ah, shit. Oh, it's a torture chamber. I wanted to cook the meat. That's lame. Oh, and it frickin' moos. Piece of orb. Cool. Cow torture chamber. Never would have even thought that that would be a thing. Oh shit. What do I do with this? Rock? Oh, smaller rock. Oh shit. I don't know what the point of that is, but okay. Is it just like collectibles? Okay, I can't climb that. Not going to attempt it. Yeah, the WarioWare stage is ridiculously small. Like, it would have been legal in tournaments. But, like, Incineroar back throw. Oh, cool. This guy's after me, then. Where'd he go? Oh, my lord. Oh, he can't even get to me. Yeah, fucking dumbass. Let's turn away so I don't... Oh, shit. Okay. Hide and wait. Bleh. This is an awful stage. I can't see a goddamn thing. Oh. Oh. Hold on. Game crash. Good. Cool. I love game crash. Let's, yeah. Fucking broke. Because I went to the options menu. That sucks. Fucking, okay. I guess this is a good time for me to take a break. I'll be back in a bit. Okay, riddle me this. How do you think a Rhythm Heaven character would work in Smash Bros? I don't get it. I don't understand. Cause that game isn't really based around characters. That game is based around music. There's no real like single titular character in that game. Don't know. Explain. How would it work? I gotta like force close Amnesia. Hold on. I really hope this saved. This is gonna really... I'm gonna be really mad if it didn't. I'm pretty sure it autosaves though. Oh, so it started me back at this area. Okay, I guess. Oh, and it frickin' changed my options. Hold on. Turn it up just a little bit more. Just to make this section a little bit more bearable.
Salvation. It used to be yours, but now you only seek misplaced revenge. How do you justify your violence? Is it for the greater good? Are you doing the world a service? It is you who caused all this pain and death. If you had accepted your fate and submitted to the orb when you first discovered it, none of this would have happened. It is curiosity in league with your selfishness that is killing us both.
Okay. This descent is very dark. Get it? Because it's dark. Ah! Cutscene.
The wheel is good for keeping your victims still during the procedure. They can be bound around the circumference or simply stretched across, tying limbs to the spokes and rim. All tools are by this point useful, and you may administer the torture in any way you like. But the forte of the wheel is the gaps. When you have decided that the victim shall die, you can smash their limbs with a hammer, making them fold in between the frame.
But they'll die. Too quickly, I mean.
No, don't worry. The human body is much more resilient. They can survive for days until they finally succumb.
Ugh. Torture chambers. That's the thing in movies that I kind of hate is torture scenes. Like freaking, especially like when someone gets a finger cut off or something. Like, I hate the idea of losing a finger. You know? Okay, where oil? I'm missing something, aren't I? Let me see, find a map of the choir, cause okay, let's see. I found a map on DeviantArt of all places. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. So I gotta not cross the bridge. I gotta go this way.
The shadow. It's close now.
And I saw one monster spawns nowhere near there. Okay, cool. Wait. Neat. I'm cheating. I'm using walkthroughs and I'm using things. Good. Good jump scare. Piece of orb. Wait, can I like combine these? They won't stay together. Ah. You know, when people made this game, they had to do research on these torture chambers. Just imagine what their search history looked like. Okay, so you gotta look up. You gotta tie them to the wheel. Okay, so let's look up wheel torture. Pick up a wheel torture device. Remember that video? Counter-Strike for kids. A wheel gun. Your child hasn't even hit puberty and they're already talking about drive-bys. That's a good video. Oh, did I ever get that note for the dude? Hold on. Let me find out if I... Oh. I'm not gonna do that, are you crazy?
Incredible. You found Vaya's recipe. There might still be a chance. Listen carefully. Alexander is working on opening a gate, a door to another realm. It's where he wants to go. If you could put your anger aside, let him open the portal before you take your revenge. Let me pass the gate, Daniel. Please, Find the ingredients and prepare the tonic.
Nah.
And do so before you assemble.
I don't got time for that. Wait, do I have time for that? Hold on. Oh, I know where to get the frickin' that other thing.
I see you have all the orb pieces you need. I know I have no right to ask anything of you. But if you could find it in your heart to gather the ingredients for...
Yeah, I'm gonna do this just to, like, see if there's a different ending. Or I don't know, not a different ending, but... So I have to use the meat. You put the meat. And then you lower the meat. And the thing eats the meat. And then you pull the rope back up. And there's gonna be no meat. And then you... remains. Well, now how does this work? Oh, okay. I know the rest of it. Hold on. I'm like reading the walkthrough. Hold, Jesus. And then I already have the fungus thing. Okay. You're right. Pam is easy to become a friend with. But you know, it's good to become friend with the best, with the mother of the best girl in the game. Yeah, okay, I remember where I have to go next. I can't stop eating Skittles, man. I guess this is what happens when I stream for long enough. I start getting hungry and I start snacking on stream. What a professional. Okay, so this says combine the jar and the string. Nah. So jar, string. And then I have to take it to one of these rooms. This room has the grate in it. One of these rooms does, at least. Yeah, okay, this is the one. I did it. Now, how do I purify the blood thing? I don't know. Apparently you have to keep going. Well, you have to do the orb thing first. You can become friends with that cashier's mom if you have mods that add extra moms to the game.
All the orb pieces you
You know, the more moms mod. Every character gets a new mom. I'm pretty sure there is a mod like that. Oh Jesus, are you kidding me? Wow. Sleep. What? Wait, 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 wait. Wait, hold on, wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Wait, what? Hold on. I have all my stuff. Whoa, this is like the twist in Half-Life.
Quite frankly, I'm not sure what to do with you. I hold no grudge against you, Daniel. We are so very much the same, you and I. Did you really drink from the amnesia mixture?
Oh shit.
It does explain so much of your behavior. You never did finish what you set out to do. You talked about redemption, how you would face the orb's shadow and save our work and me. I will grant you another chance to redeem yourself. You can wait here and stop the shadow. Thank you, friend.
What? Okay. How do I leave? I got the pipe. Now how do I get out of here? Oh, I have to hit the... Hold on. Let's see. I can use it on the door, but it doesn't do anything. Seriously? Damn. Nice. Holy shit. No shit. Yeah, I've learned it's Stardew Valley's like Skyrim in the fact that it's like unplayable once you start adding mods. I mean, like without mods it's unplayable, but once you start adding mods, then what? More dicks on screen. Cool. Thanks. Are you serious? Serious that I cannot get to that? Oh, here's the... I guess if I miss the, If you missed that well in the previous area, I think you could have done that. Cool. Locked. So unlike in Half-Life, none of your stuff gets taken when they imprison you. Which I gotta say is a really dumb thing. They wouldn't take your shit. It's not gonna be in the cell, is it? Is it gonna be under Dickman? Please tell me it's not. Because I don't want to have to move. I don't have to look at a cock to play this game. For YouTube's sake. So I don't get my account deleted. I don't want to have to look at cock. What do I do? Oh, use the fucking bucket, right? What does the bucket do? Bucket of water. Good item, but why? Hold on, frickin' time for more tutorials. I do like the idea of a craftable food from the bug meat and the slime. I don't know what the bucket does, man. I'm like stuck. It contains the dying wish of every man here. Makes me want to make a Minecraft language pack with a bunch of frickin' references, and the bucket's just called Dear God. Perfect. Place is closed. Table's on the... Chair's on the table. Okay, I gotta find out where this key is. I don't know. He should be just on the floor. Wait. 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 He should fall onto the floor, says the tutorial. I don't know. I just want to frickin' move dick guy out of the way. Hold on. Free the key from the broken pipe? Hello? Oh. So you gotta use the water, and you dump the water in, and then it flushes the key out. I get it. And I can just huck the well out. Bye. Bucket. Good screen shake. Oh, it's following me. Cool. God damn, this is loud. This is loud as hell. Wrong way. Oh, and this is freaking loud. Jesus. Why does other people's playstyle bug you? Why is that a thing? Ah. I optimize the shit out of the way I make cash. I died. The note killed me. Okay, maybe not. Nope, it did kill me. Well, time to eat some more Skittles.
18th of August, 1839. Tonight, we will unlock the power of the orb and ultimately banish the shadow hunting me. I feel it closing in on me, and I fear for my life more than ever. Just outside
Oh shit.
there's a small settlement where Zimmerman, a dairy farmer, lives with his wife and 3 children. We took the coach, went there. Our visit was unexpected, and Alexander was able to strike Zimmerman down without alerting others. As he went to take care of the farmhands, I began to look for the children. We should have more than enough prisoners to finish the ritual now.
Okay, so this guy's a bad guy. Yeah, okay, obvious. Look at that shadow that was like poorly rendered. Do you see that? Okay. Here's more wells if you keep forgetting to do the, Wait. If you keep forgetting to do the goddamn thing. Train keeps going off. Can I pick this up ever? Okay. Wait, hold on. So this is the part where I need the laboratory. Okay, let's see. This is the laboratory, right? No, this is not. That might have been. God damn it. Ugh. You joined my Minecraft realm, made a chicken pen, and never came back. Dude, my cathedral is done in my Minecraft realm. You should check it. So check it out. I'm not gonna go beyond there now, but ow. Oh, this is the laboratory. So I need to burn or boil something. Oh, I see. So I hear is you boil the blood. And then now you have incomplete tonic. Then you take the jar and you put it under here. You put this thing. And then you do this. Ah. And then you put the jar here. And then you put the thingy. Oh wait, that's turning the wrong way. Squish. No? Yeah. Okay, I got the tonic.
I thought I lost you. The castle trembled and I could hear the chancel collapse. The laboratory might be accessible now.
So I gotta give this slurp.
Quickly, off with the head. And then, whatever happens, get me through that gate.
Off with the head? What? Oh, that's nasty.
You're a good boy, Dad. And I appreciate your comfort.
That's nasty. Cool, now I just have a frickin' head. So is this the end of the game? I believe it is. Pretty close. To avoid monsters on the way. Can't go that way, can't go that way because there's a monster. Or do I have to go that way because I couldn't get to that place earlier? An adhesive. Oh. Oh, cool. Insta-death. Not insta-death, but pretty close. God Christ. Christ on a bike. Don't know. Don't care. I'm out of jars. Okay. Oh. Large object to jam the thing. I don't know. Rock? Small rock? It's not large enough. How about the iron bar? Are you kidding me? The iron bar can't do that? Let's try a bigger rock. Oh shit. Okay. Now what? This is creepy ass music, man. But now what? Where do I get the adhesive? God. Bullshit. I require the adhesive. And every time I walk back... Oh, no, you know what it is? this door? No? Let's frickin' look it up again. Because, you know... Oh, I need the frickin' tar. What? Oh, I have the tar. I'm dumb. I should have known. I would have never thought to use tar as the adhesive. Even though tar is... I guess it would work as an adhesive. I would have thought it, like, cooled off into asphalt by now. Now what? Restorer. God, no, stop. I hurt myself. Now I can pass through, correct? And it's gone. I used it. There's no turning back now. Boss fight time, I think. Or something. Something like that. No. Pick a dick. Ooh.
19th of August, 1839. It's not fair. I'm not to blame, Alex.
That open that up. Oh shit. Oh shit. Wait, what? Wait, hold on. I have to go stand on this other one, right? I don't know. I'm freaking confused. This whole game has just been confusion, the game. Sounds like the door opened. Oh, fun. Kill me already. Okay, I can't move. Can you die from low sanity? I see you can die from being damaged a lot. orb chamber. So there's more orbs. I thought there was only one. Shit. Well, here we are. Oh, cock. There we go.
Tell me, is everything nice and clear now? Am I the villain? Good and evil. Such comforting concepts, but hardly applicable. Are you so blind that you see no good in me or evil in Agrippa?
Can't knock it over. Cock. Cock and balls. We have to hit it. Oh, is this literally the boss fight? It's just like you have to not look at cock and then knock over the pylons.
Take such extreme measures to save your life. Maybe I'm saving mine too. Stop it. You are ruining it. We are so close, I beg you.
Nope.
I'm just like you, Daniel.
Die.
You killed us both.
I would rather die and get out of this hellscape and go to actual hell. Okay, good. His cock is hidden. Is that the end of the game?
It was my greatest triumph, and I never looked back. You think I was afraid fleeing Brennenburg? Huh. Quite the contrary. I knew it was my purgatory. Hellfire made to wash away.
I've used this reverse reverb effect before. It works pretty good. For like the ghostly sound.
There's no denying the things I've done.
Escape.
My tribute. I gave them that awful man. I did the right thing.
Yay! That's the end of the game, and then we turn around and the castle crashes down, and then the companion cube comes out of the door, and yeah. Yeah, that's the end of Amnesia. I did it. I did it, guys. Are you proud of me? The two guys who are watching my stream. I assume it's two guys. Hell yeah. Now I'm not gonna play the Machine for Pigs. Next game I'm gonna play is probably BioShock. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Okay. Let's skip. I can't skip. I can skip. Okay, cool. Ike 271. Okay. Why does it say Ike 271? And I can do custom stories, which I don't have any of. And you can't get on the workshop for some reason. Oh, cool. So, well, that's Amnesia. That was a 4-hour stream. So I guess, yeah. Thanks everyone for coming, watching, stopping by. I'll probably start up BioShock tomorrow. Hopefully. Maybe, actually. I'm not sure, because it's Father's Day tomorrow. Yeah, that's Amnesia. That was cool. That was a good game, kind of. It was alright. The anticlimactic ending, that was kind of boring for an ending. But alright, it was cool. It was a cool game. It wasn't scary. But I wasn't scared at all. I wasn't scared one time during the whole game. But yeah, Amnesia. Thanks for watching.